Hello and welcome to another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews, and today is a fun day because I got packages in the mail. Yeah, mint. Now, I had a bunch of packages come in today and I had to sort through them and open some of them up because I got some improvements for two different firearms today. And this one is for, well, let's see here. What are all these improvements for? I guess it's for a Glock. That's right. I got some accessories and some upgrades for my Glock Model 23. First off, I bought a factory Glock case, and these you can find really cheap online. Cool thing is, it comes with the magazine loader, which works with various different calibers, 9mm, 40, 357 SIG. So I can use that on a bunch of my magazines. Came with a factory Glock cleaning brush, which I've said before in some of my older videos. If you guys don't have some of these cleaning brushes, you should definitely get some. Nice nylon bristles, they're really stiff, and it also has a spot to put a patch on there so you can clean it. And I got this from a guy on eBay, Corded Arms Engraving. They'll actually laser engrave these cases if you want them to, but realistically I just wanted a standard Glock case to be able to keep my Glock 23 in and use it as a range case. So that's the first thing I got. And as expected, the gun fits in there very well with a couple of magazines, your cleaning brush, and your magazine loader. So let's see, what else did I get from my Glock 23 in the mail today. I'd been looking for some magazine upgrade parts, and I found these Pearce grip adapters that actually take up the front of the frame where it has that little bump, which again the military wanted in these guns so they could rip the magazines out of the gun if they ever got stuck. So this thing replaces the factory bottom plate on the Glock magazines, and very simple to pop them on and off. You got to use a little bit of pressure. I actually bought a special tool for these because they can be a pain. But that little bump covers up that hole in the front of the grip, and it makes it a full grip. So I got one of these from a seller on eBay. I think I paid like $7 for it. I think it's a worthwhile upgrade. And I bought a couple more of them from another seller on eBay, so I got two more of them here, so I can upgrade 3 of my magazines to work well with this Glock 23 frame. And it just takes up the little hole in the front, so it's not going to be pinching my pinky finger when I'm slapping that magazine in there, and it's not going to be kind of an awkward grip on the front of this. Next, I got a little plug for the back of the frame on the gun, and I mentioned this in my last video. This covers up the hole in the back of the frame. Some people make these that have like a little oil bottle or something in them, but this one is literally just a plug, goes in the back of the frame and fills up that hole. And there's a little hole in the back that you can either use as a lanyard loop, or in this case, the button in this plug is what goes into that hole. So that's something else I got for it. And last but not least, today I got some Glock magazines. I got two 40 caliber magazines, and these are blocked to 10 rounds because that's what I can get in my state. I'm not sure if these are pre-ban. If they are pre-ban, I can actually use them in their full capacity, but right now they're blocked to 10 rounds. So I got two 40 cal magazines and two 9mm magazines. So again, once I get my 9mm barrel in, I can shoot this thing just the same as if it was a Glock 19. Now, one of the other upgrades I had already got from the same company, NDZ, which is down in Connecticut, was a Ghost upgraded magazine release. It's a tiny bit longer and fits very well in the gun, gives you just about 1/8 of an inch or maybe a little bit longer on the magazine release, which helps you drop the mag a little bit easier. Now, I had ordered a 9mm conversion barrel for this thing last week, and it came in. When I tried putting it in the gun, it was extremely difficult to get it to go into the slide, and these two ears here were actually a little bit too wide. It was very difficult to close the slide, and I was worried about the gun having issues cycling. You can see here just the handful of times that I cycled the action, it was already wearing the finish off of it. So rather than blowing up my new-to-me gun, I decided to return the barrel and buy a new one, which I'm currently waiting on. Now you can see here I installed that plug in the back of the grip on my Glock 23, and I put a couple of dabs of super glue on it, even though it'll probably never come back out, but that's the whole point. A lot of people said that they fall out when you're shooting. And here you can see I put that Pearce grip extension, or the little base plate, on my magazine. Gives you a little bit better purchase on that, and best thing about it is it covers up that hole in the front of the frame. Now I know when I shoot the Glock 17 magazines out of this, there's going to be a huge hole at the bottom of the magazine that's exposed. They do make grip sleeves for those, but they do not make grip sleeves with that little bump in the front to cover the hole. So just something I'll have to deal with. But there you can see the Pearce magazine upgrades on the bottom of the magazine, the extended magazine release, the frame plug, and all of the other goodies that are ready to be used with this Glock 23. And there again, you can see that nice Glock 23 case that I got. It's a good deal for around $20 to $22 when you buy one of these factory cases. It comes with that magazine loader, and it also comes with the brush. And again, if you haven't tried a Glock cleaning brush for a 9mm or 30 caliber, they are great cleaning brushes for all your pistols. So that's about going to do it for this edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great night.